Police say someone walking nearby spotted an unconscious man around 8 o'clock Sunday morning in a creek behind several homes and called 911. Police still haven't released the identity of the victim. For the first time, we are hearing from the man at the center of that controversial Stand Your Ground case in Clearwater. As ABC's Adrian Bankert reports, the man who pulled the trigger now telling his side of the story.
The man who fired the fatal shot in this emotional Stand Your Ground case is now breaking his silence from jail.
It felt like I was tackled or someone hit me from behind, but I didn't know what was coming for me.
Michael Draka now faces manslaughter charges. In surveillance video from the July shooting, he's knocked to the ground by Marquise McLaughlin outside a Clearwater, Florida convenience store. Draka pulls out a gun, shooting McLaughlin dead. Draka first confronted McLaughlin's girlfriend for parking illegally in a handicap spot.
My mother-in-law's handicapped, so it's always been a hotbed for me. My whole life has always been looking for a handicap parking spot.
He says he wasn't looking for a fight, claiming he feared for his life. McLaughlin's young child, a witness to his father's death.
That was my high school sweetheart, and it hurt so bad. It shouldn't have to happen, for a man to, pass away in front of his child.
Initially, police didn't arrest Draka, concluding he was protected by Florida's Stand Your Ground law. The state prosecutor disagreed.
I followed the law the way I felt the law was supposed to be followed. I cleared every hurdle that law had to put in front of me.
Drake also says his wife is receiving threats and he's concerned about her safety being alone. He remains held on bond in that jail cell. An Amber Alert has been issued for a 2-year-old boy from Key Largo after his mother says a stranger offered them a ride and then knocked her unconscious. The pair was walking Saturday night when 2-year-old Jordan Bellevue was taken. Authorities were notified early this morning when the mother says she woke up in the woods after she had been knocked out. Investigators believe Jordan may be with a 25-year-old man named Antoine. Antoine has brown dreadlocks and gold teeth. Both could be traveling in a white Toyota Camry. Closer to home, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help locating a missing teen. 14-year-old Lauren Hildebrand was last seen around 8 last night when she left her house to walk to the University Town Center Mall. Her parents say she never returned home and was last seen wearing jean shorts, a black hoodie, a floral blue tank top, and white Vans shoes. The Northport Police Department is asking for your help tonight identifying a man they say tried to scam a local convenience store. Police say this man, pictured in a surveillance video, walked into a Circle K located at Sumter Boulevard and Price Boulevard around 11 a.m. He picked up 3 cans of Fix-A-Flat off of a shelf before trying to return them for a profit. An Inglewood couple is picking up the pieces after their home was engulfed in flames Saturday night. Take a look. The mobile home located on South Marina Plaza and Hacienda Drive gutted. ABC7 spoke with the owners today who say they have been told by investigators that a lightning strike is likely to blame. Luckily, nobody was inside the home when that fire started, and the investigation remains ongoing. Turning now to red tide, beach conditions appear to be improving in our area. Mote Marine Laboratory's latest beach conditions report shows slight respiratory irritation and some dead fish at Manatee and Coquina beaches right now. This is a video shot earlier Sunday on North Casey Key in Sarasota County. The same conditions are being reported at Lido, Siesta Key, and Venice Beach. While there's some dead fish at the North Venice Jetty and Nokomis, Mote is not reporting any respiratory irritation on those beaches. Speaking of red tide, some underwater video shot by a local man has been getting a lot of attention online, showing the algae's apparent effect beneath the waves. Today, ABC7's Erica Jackson spoke with that cinematographer.
I wanted to go to see what the bottom of the Gulf looked like.
Cinematographer Kurt Bowen knows red tide is killing marine life, but wanted a different perspective.
Was there a big hit? Was there a lot of fish? Wasn't there a lot of fish?
His scuba gear and camera took him deep into Sarasota Bay. While Mote Marine scientists were counting scallops, Bowen was counting live fish.
Basically, I found nothing. That's what the problem was.
Then he traveled into the Gulf, making 4 stops off Anna Maria Island and Longboat Key. The first site about a mile off Holmes Beach.
Everything was dead, all the way from shellfish, crabs, fish, plants. Even the crabs were trying to get out of the water. They were climbing all the way to the very top of it, whatever they could get to just try and get out of the water.
Further offshore, things started to improve. There was better visibility and more life.
There was probably a small fish kill at 7 miles compared to the 100% kill at 1 mile.
Bowen plans to make more dives throughout the year, hoping clarity and sea life will return by next summer.
We're going to keep going back out to see how do they improve.
Reporting in Sarasota and Manatee counties, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Erica. And you can see all of our continuing red tide coverage in one place. Just head to mysuncoast.com/red tide. The Venice City Council has approved a contract for the rehabilitation of the Venice fishing pier. Officials agreeing to a contract of over $700,000 on Tuesday. The pier suffered significant damage when Hurricane Irma passed by in last September. Work is expected to begin in May. Students from Braden River, Palmetto, and Southeast high schools are preparing to go to Singapore on Tuesday for the Formula One in Schools World Championship. Formula One in Schools is the largest global STEM competition in the world. For over a year, these 5 high school students have been working hard to create a Formula race team car. And in case you're wondering, that car is 1/20th the size of an actual race car.
We have to do everything from designing and manufacturing the car to developing our own team brand, marketing strategies, acquiring sponsorships. It's entirely self-funded, so we've had to raise over $50,000 by ourselves.
The team named Perspective will face off with 51 teams of students from 23 different countries. Well, just a reminder, tomorrow is Labor Day, so many places around the Sun Coast will be closed, and students in both Sarasota and Manatee counties will have the school day off. For a full list of those holiday closures, just check back on our website. For more information, just go to mysuncoast.com. Still to come here on ABC7, severe weather across the nation this holiday weekend. A look at storms in the Midwest and the destruction they have caused so far. Plus, caught on camera, a manatee in distress rescued in Venice.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
Watch Suncoast View weekdays at 9 a.m. on ABC7.
Along a route driven by the late Senator John McCain's hearse earlier today. After days of memorials and vigils in his honor, the Arizona senator was finally laid to rest during a private service. McCain's burial site is in the cemetery of the Naval Academy he attended at the beginning of his career. He'll be buried next to his friend and former classmate, Admiral Chuck Larson. McCain passed away August 25th following a long battle with cancer. A cultural tragedy, a massive fire tearing through a 200-year-old museum in Rio de Janeiro late Sunday, lighting up the night and sending large plumes of smoke into the air. Firefighters worked to put out the blaze at the esteemed National Museum in northern Rio, which houses artifacts from Egypt, Greco-Roman art, and some of the first fossils ever found in Brazil. It wasn't immediately clear how that fire started. As we prepare for a potential tropical storm, many across the country are reeling from a stormy Labor Day weekend. This ominous supercell thunderstorm spotted rotating along the horizon in Kalamazoo, Michigan, while in Kansas, it is bringing dangerous driving conditions as high winds gust up to 65 miles per hour, kicking up dust and nearly blinding this particular driver. Also wreaking havoc on college football's opening weekend, delaying games across the country. One fan sharing this dramatic video of the sky lighting up above the stadium in Nebraska, forcing the Huskers to cancel their first game of the season. And now to an incredible rescue caught on camera. Tonight, a viewer sending us these photos of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission rescuing a distressed manatee. This is near the boat launch in the Venice Intercoastal. You can see swimmers carrying the manatee to their boat before dragging it to the shore. Then it is loaded into a truck to be taken away for treatment. At this time, there's no word on why the manatee was in distress. However, red tide has been blamed for other manatees getting sick and even some recent deaths. Wendy Ross joining us once again here at the desk, and plenty to talk about weather-wise as we head into this week.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, a lot of people have the day off tomorrow, and it's going to be a soggy Monday, unfortunately, especially in South Florida and Key West, because that's where this system is heading. So we're going to talk about this at the very beginning, and you can see we've got three systems right now that we're watching. The one that's closest to us is the one that has our avid attention. Then we also have Florence, which is located out in the Atlantic, and then we have another one coming off the coast of Africa, and that one isn't going to be developing for a little bit longer. But we do have this area of disturbed weather. We've been talking about it all weekend long, and it is very likely that it is going to become a tropical depression and possibly our next tropical storm as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to be getting heavy rains with it, and this is especially going to be true over the southern part of our state and the Keys, because this system is expected to move across the Key West area and into the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. And so we now have tropical storm watches that are in effect over portions of the Gulf Coast area and also down around the areas of Fort Myers as well. Those have been posted since 5 o'clock tonight. And so what we're looking at is, you can see the system right here, and it is starting to show some signs of definition, and it is going to be moving continuously towards the west-northwest. There's nothing to change that track, and so it's going to be moving into the Gulf of Mexico, where it is likely to develop, and there's a very good chance of that happening. And the areas that you see on your screen in the red or the pink colors, that's indicative of where the tropical storm watches are, and those can change and become elongated or expanded, so we just just have to continue to keep our eyes on the system. There's an 80% chance of development over the next 2 to 5 days as this system moves towards the west-northwest and comes across and into the Gulf of Mexico. And now most of all the models are showing that this is going to be the track it's going to take, and you can see it will be just coming in across Key West, moving into the Gulf, and then moving on up towards the New Orleans area, and they are already saturated. They already have problems as far as the wet weather is concerned, and this is just going to exacerbate everything along the Gulf Coast states. And in the meantime, of course, we're going to be seeing that wet weather all across South Florida and into the Florida Keys, and we've got a 70% chance of rain for tomorrow as well, 60 to 70% chance. Florence, in the meantime, continues to chug along, and it's now at 50-mile-per-hour winds. It will undergo some shearing, but then there's a chance of it getting a little bit stronger by Friday of this upcoming week, and we'll see 60-mile-per-hour winds with that system. In the meantime, today we had some occasional showers coming on through, and they moved off into the Gulf of Mexico very quickly. At this hour, we're starting to see some more showers developing well over here by Fort Pierce, and also down around the Miami area, and all of that's moving towards the west. But we're expecting to see mostly sunny conditions during the morning hours, and then we get those afternoon and evening showers. That's what we're going to be seeing, and there's nothing really developing right now across the west coast of Florida, so things are quiet for us for now. We've got partly cloudy skies for the overnight time period. We'll start to see those rain showers coming on in, and then we're going to be seeing them more widespread as the afternoon wears on. Temperatures right now mostly in the 70s, but it was a little bit warmer today. We got up to a high of 91 degrees for the daytime high. And keep in mind that over the next couple of days it is going to be wet. You need to pay attention to what's going on. Tune in. We'll continue to keep you updated as to what's happening as far as these systems are concerned. We have a 70% chance of rain for Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday a 60% chance. Temperature highs right around that 90-degree mark. So if you've made plans to be outdoors, make them in the morning, and do not go boating if you don't have to be on a boat. It's just not a safe place to be. Adam?
Now, sports.
The Rays with an opportunity to win their 4th straight series. Earlier tonight, take Cleveland Indians. Carlos Carrasco on the hill for Cleveland in the rubber match, and Brandon Lowe all over that fastball to give the Rays an early 1-0 lead in this game. 2nd straight game with a home run for Brandon Lowe. And 2 innings later, well, we're used to seeing this. C.J. Cron teeing off on a slider. That's his 26th home run of the season. Ryan Yarbrough starting this game for the Rays, and he got some major help from his defense, namely Joey Wendell at third base. How about that play to end an inning? Yarbrough going 5 innings, 1 earned run, and the Rays hold off a late surge by the Indians. 6-4 is your final, and the next stop, Toronto, to take on the Blue Jays. More college football openers this weekend. The University of Miami taking on a tough SEC opponent to start their season, in which many have high hopes for the Hurricanes. Emotions running high in this one before the game even started. Both of these teams ranked in the top 25. Miami thought they were breaking out the turnover chain early. Instead, they're breaking in a new cornerback. Trajan Bandy ejected in the first quarter after that hit for targeting. It forces a fumble, but instead it's a 15-yard penalty. LSU would end that last drive with a field goal, and here's Nick Brissett breaking free for a 50-yard touchdown. 10-3 lead for LSU. Joe Burrows making his first start for the Tigers after transferring from Ohio State. That's a beautiful throw to Jamar Case. They say he's down at the 1. LSU would score there and then make a statement 33-17 win over the Hurricanes, a rattling loss for Miami. And remember, tomorrow, Manatee High School alum Willie Taggart making his Florida State coaching debut against ACC rival Virginia Tech at Doak Campbell Stadium. Also, IMG Academy alum DeAndre Francois back under center for the Seminoles after a season-ending injury in last year's opener. NFL teams are cutting down their rosters to get to that final number necessary to start the season, and in Tampa Bay, that meant getting rid of longtime defensive back Keith Tandy, the 29-year-old safety drafted by the Bucs back in 2012. Tandy was among 34 players released. 4 have been placed on injury reserve, including former Hard Knocks star, second-year linebacker Riley Bulla. That's a look at sports. Your winning lotto numbers are straight ahead. Stay with us.
Attention, do you have Medicare? Do you want to make sure you have the most benefits and lowest possible out-of-pocket costs? You may be able to lower your out-of-pocket costs and get dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now to find out what you deserve.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Over 3 million people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, but there are still many people who don't check to see if they're eligible for more benefits and lower out-of-pocket costs. It's so easy. One simple free call could save you money and get you more benefits. Be smart. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call now to see if you may be eligible to lower your copays and get extra benefits, including dental and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're able to save money and get more benefits now. Call 1-800-711-7200. Again, call 1-800-711-7200 now.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
The world is a beautiful place again.
Join the Voices for Recovery. For confidential information for mental and substance use disorders, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, this is the portion of the show for goodbyes, and for myself, this is my last goodbye for the weekends. My time at ABC7 is up. I wanted to say thank you to all the viewers and whoever stayed up tonight to actually watch this live, because I know it's late, but thank you for everything. This is my first anchor gig. Thank you, Wendy Ross, for going the whole way along and for some weird, awkward chats along the last 2 years. Yeah, you know, a lot of mistakes, hopefully some good to go with the bad, and it's been great.
I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you.
Don't
I'm
do
going
it.
to miss this
Don't do
man.
the waterworks.
I'm not going to do the waterworks. I
It's time to
promised.
pass
I
the
promised I
torch.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, thanks for everything, Suncoast. I had a blast.